All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and simplify rational expressions if there's cubics in there. And so let's look at this first one that's highlighted in the green box there. It says that we have x squared minus 16 divided by x cubed minus 64. The first thing that we are going to do is we're going to head over to Desmos, and we're going to take that x squared minus 16, and we are going to go ahead and throw that into the graph. And find those x-intercepts. So I've already typed it in just to make things a little bit shorter. So we've got -4 and we've got +4. And what we're going to do is remember that that is going to make two factors. Those factors would be x plus 4, and then this factor would be x minus 4. So let's go back over to the class kick. And let's go to the class kick and write that down real quick. So here we go, x minus 4 and x plus 4. Okay, now after we've done this, the one thing we need to do is go and start working with the denominator. And that's where things get tricky with this, okay? We are going to go over and type that in. Okay, so let's do that. And you're going to notice I went ahead and put it in there. X cubed minus 64 is going to show up. It is showing up right there. And because it is a difference of cubes, it is only going to have one x-intercept. Okay, no matter what, we can zoom in, we can zoom out, and it only has one x-intercept. So let's find that x-intercept, which is going to be 4. So we're going to write that factor as x minus 4. Okay, so let's go back to that class kick and let's type that under here, x minus 4. Now, the one thing we do need to do is figure out what the rest of this is going to be. Okay, so in order to find the other portion, if you remember back to dividing polynomials, okay, we need to take that x cubed minus 64 and divide it by x minus 4. So let's use the area model and let's go ahead and do that real quick. So I draw that out. I'm going to say, okay, there was our factor we found on Desmos, x minus 4. And then what we're going to do is we're going to divide out x cubed, 0x squared, 0x, and minus 64. And once we've got that, let's go ahead and draw lines down, and we're going to start the division. I'm going to do it kind of quick because we've been doing it a lot lately. So x cubed goes here, x times x squared times x is x cubed, so x squared times -4 is -4x squared. Remember, we want that as our addition line, and at our diagonal here, we want it to add to 0. So this is a 4x plus -4x is 0. I'm going to multiply this by 4 up here at the top. So notice what ended up happening. We get 4 times x. Oh, that should be a squared. 4 times x is going to be 4x squared. Now, right after we do that, I take that 4x right there, and I'm going to multiply by -4, which is -16x. And then I'm going to say, okay, well, what do I add to -16x to get 0? Well, that is positive 16x. Okay, and I get x times 16x, which is 16. 16 times x is 16x. And I do 16 times -4, which is -64. Now, the one thing we can do is we can always check our work. So I can type in x minus 4. Then I can type x squared minus, we come back over, minus plus 4x plus 16. And if they are the same, we have factored it correctly at that point. So I'm going to turn that back off. So we're in good shape. So that means we've done everything correct to this point. This is x squared plus 4x plus 16. Okay. Based off of our rational functions, we know that x minus 4 and x minus 4 is going to simplify. And what we are left with is the rest of the rational function, the equivalent part to the whole thing, which is going to be x plus 4 over x squared plus 4x plus 16. And that is fully simplified as a rational function. We started by using desmos to factor the top. We used desmos to find a root or a 0 and build the factor on the bottom. Then we had the divide, and then we had to finish the problem out. I hope that helps. Good luck on the next one. I think you can do it.